Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, Well, I guess I'm going to be starting off with a question, even though National Ask a Question was not too long ago. But yeah, I want to know how Black is suitable or how African American is suitable for you guys. What's not African American enough? What's too African American? Or what's your stereotype? And especially for the racist people, what's your stereotype? I think we all know. And even my ex, especially his no good family. Like in my opinion, they're no good. Yeah. I've already given you guys so many examples, and I have so many more, but you'll hear about them over time or whatever. Because, okay, some people might be like, okay, what does this have to do with the With Love Meghan show that's on Netflix and everything? But it does. Oh, because we've got a lot of haters, and a lot of haters on actually a lot more on the European American white, basic white Karen side. And then we do have some on the African American side. And some, like with some of them, I kind of wonder if it's jealousy because an African American woman living that Princess Tiana dreams, literally becoming a princess and things like that. So with some, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just jealousy. But with some others, I feel like we had Martha Stewart and we have had other Caucasian, European American, white women be able to show like how they cook and even the ambiance and the scenery and things that a lot of us don't get to see or witness or experience. And like even showing like different tricks and even new things, because like some people had a problem with her with the honey, because she says she's been doing it for a year and people are like, well, that means you're not experienced enough. Why are you doing blah blah? And part of me is just like, maybe to show that she's willing to try new things, expand her horizons, and maybe to show like, because that's one thing that I've wanted to do, but I have to wait until like once I get my business together, once I'm able to buy the house where I'm allowed to, like, cuz yeah, with certain types of housing and things you can't do that stuff. And I would like to own like a few chickens and like have bees, and I want wildflowers and stuff like that. It's so when I watch her show, it's like I kind of think about my goals, and in a way, it kind of encourages me because, especially seeing her as an African American woman, and like even the trick she has with flowers, it's like I don't really like bouquets because I'd rather go grow them, because I feel like, I don't know, watching flowers die, I'm just like, no, just let's just grow flowers. We don't have to, pick them and, but I mean, I understand it because they are beautiful, and it's harder to grow whatever type of flowers you feel like on the like you can't just do that. So I do understand that, and part of me just kind of wondering like, okay, maybe I'll, but that, yeah, that's just, different topic, different day, so I'll keep going. But it's just kind of, maybe you guys can tell me, like, especially if you have watched her show, which she got signed for season 2, so I'm so happy for her. Like, did you like it? If you didn't like it, what did you not like about it? Because I love the healthy and simplicity, but the beauty she has with the simplicity. Because with a lot of women, or a lot of people, especially women, with the expectations we have, especially if we are stay at homes, or if like with kids and everything like that, there are so many obligations that they try to hold us up to. And so, okay, we see Meghan Markle on a show, on a series where she's holding her own. She has guests and like diversity of guests. And like one thing like I saw I was like I wish there was a little bit more diversity in everything, but at the same time I'm like if these are her friends, these are her friends. And especially with some of the foods that she's bringing, it's like I love the international diversity and also the health, the diversity, because like I was saying, like with the expectations that they like a lot of men put on women, they want us to cook and clean and like be feminine and like because like when I watch her show, I'm kind of some like I mean I love it, but at the same time I cringe because she is probably what a lot of the passport bros or alpha red pill men want from their woman. And I'm not going to be like is a health wise, yeah, I love it because I'm testing my own recipes out. And I like, especially when it comes to fruits and vegetables and mushrooms and things like that. I'm even trying to start growing my own lemon trees and things like that. So it's like I am on my own like journey. And so that's one reason I love her show. But it's like at the same time, I see it as a lot, especially a lot of women who, if they are either conservative or they're dating a man who is conservative or they're red pill or passport bros, they might be trying to get her to live like that lifestyle or to what to be like a stay at home. But they have to remember Meghan Markle's making millions off of this. And I saw something about 10 million. I don't know if that's how much she made. Oh, girl, I hope it is. Make that money. But it's just, I feel like a lot of women are like, oh, so if I cook or if I do these things just like her, I'm going to be a good wife. I'm not going to make any money off of it, but I'm going to be a good wife to him. And like for some men, either on their profile or when they write me, there was one guy who wrote me, I think it was about 6 months ago. And he had the nerve to tell me, "You look like the type of wife that will act right and that you will know how to behave." Ooh. And like when I tell you guys when I block men and then they hunt me down, like he was one of them. I blocked him so quickly and he found me. I forgot where he found me. But then he tried to tell me off and call me all types of names. And he was just like, it's like I said, you know how to behave, but now you're acting a mess. It's like you're a woman, act like one. And and you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like a lot of men, once they realize I am not going to be that little old darling, like woman in the kitchen, making you baby after baby just because that's what you want. And the thing is, I want kids, but at the same time, with a lot of the men, it's almost like they want to trap a woman with their kid, and or the woman is so submissive that we have to follow their like no like if I'm gonna have a kid, I want to have a kid with a man I trust. And with a lot of men who tell me that they want to put a baby in me or they want me to have their kids, it feels like a trap. And I'm not gonna have. And that's one reason. Doesn't like. There's so many reasons why I'm never getting married. And one of my sisters just told me, "Don't say that. Don't like. No, I'm not because one, with the whole kid thing, like I'm gonna have my house, and he will have his. We will not live together and he will not be allowed to have mail sent to my house. His mail goes to his house, my mail goes to mine. If he needs to go out of town or vacation or whatever, and he needs me to pick up the mail for him, if he lives close enough, yeah, it's like I'll get it once in a while, like every couple days, whatever. If he needs me, whatever, I got your back, whatever. And some people are like, but don't you want to have it like I used to? When I was brainwashed back in church, I wanted that, like, and the thing, like, maybe have a small house that we share together. That's different. It's like both of our names have to be on the mortgage. Both of our names have to be on the mortgage. Because I have witnessed and seen a lot of men get, especially younger women, because the younger woman doesn't know any better, and everything will be in his name. They will have a shared checking account, but then you find out he has another account, or it's like maybe like he will tell her that he will have the account and he will give her an allowance, or just, I have heard so many things, and I'm not having that. And I know there's going to be a lot of people against me. A lot of people are going to say that's not biblical, that's not in the Bible. And I've learned that's not going to fit my life. After everything I've been through, and especially after I broke up with Mr. No Heart, he owes me like thousands of dollars. Thousands. And he wanted to, like, basically tell me, like, he was like, if you get a house, I'll buy you a puppy. I'm going to tell that whole story. I've said that a few times, so I will tell that story pretty soon. But that was a trap, because cause a lot, like, either men have a lot and they want to trap the woman with their money, or the opposite, they are hobosexual, and they pretend, or they have the mirage of, like, oh, I care about you, I adore you, I love. No, he just wanted me to have a house because he wanted to move into my house. He wanted for him and his, or his oldest daughter couldn't wait to get out that house. It's like, part of me wonders, it's like, how much, like, well, that's none of my bit. Like, I kind of care, but I don't care, because it's like she was like a stepdaughter to me or whatever. But once I realized that, like, yeah, I'll save that for a different episode. But just know, it's like, if I ever date a guy with kids again, like, yeah, it's like, I want total distance. I was like, wait as long, because I waited 6 months with him. If I like like, I want to wait even longer. It's like, and that's another reason why I want my own house, because it's like he wanted himself and his youngest daughter, at least, to come into my house. No, that wasn't gonna happen. No, 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 no. But anyway, when it comes to, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna get back to the main topic, but it's like, with him dating me, he threw out a lot of stereotypical jokes, especially when it came to grape beverages. Because whenever you would ask me, do I want to go to a corner store, or do I want anything to drink or whatever? And he was like, I bet you want a grape drink, don't you? Or even with, like, drink mix, because he had like the generic version of Kool-Aid. And he was like, I bet you want grape, don't you? And I used to ask, like, why do you keep mentioning grape? And I'm like, grape tastes good, but it's like, my favorites are peach and pineapple. Like, why? Because, and I even remember when he noticed that I normally get peach or pineapple soda, and he would kind of make jokes or mock me for that. And he was like, that's not what you guys drink, that's not what you got. And it's like, what do you mean you got, like? But then once I met his mother, I'm like, oh, because, like, this that whole time he was telling me he was a Democrat. But then when I met his, in my opinion, no good, awful, terrible, bigoted, racist mother, Mrs. Masher, yeah, I realized Okay, yeah, this is why you're saying such racist. And he lived in a city. Well, I don't know if he still lives there, but yeah, predominantly black. Almost all of his neighbors are black. But he had no, like, that's one reason why, like, sometimes he's saying all of the stereotypical stuff, but then you see him outside high fiving African American gentlemen, talking to them, laughing with them, sometimes smoking 420 with them and everything. And it's just like, if these men only knew. And also, if you listen to the Martin Luther King Jr. episode that I said, I told that story, like everything started clicking together where I realized, what this man, why is this man dating me? He doesn't love me. He doesn't care anything about me. And with the, like, with Love Megan show, it's like, you guys, some of you guys say you wanted a show, but you don't love her, you don't like her, you don't care about her. It's like, unless you, some people, I feel like they wanted the stereotype. And just like with Mr. No Heart, he wanted a stereotype. When he first dated me, he saw that I was nerdy, but he kept pushing for stereotype to come out. But then I think he realized, oh, my bad. I don't think, like, oh, because, and it's a long story, so that's why I'm gonna like section it off. But I kind of feel like the same hate that my ex had for me is the same type of hate that people have for Meghan Markle, for the princess, because she is being herself. She, like, especially with her, the flowers, she learned from, I believe it was a bridal party or something like that, but she learned and she wants to show other people, because it's like, even with, like, when she, I think it was like episode 4 or 5, when she used the duct tape on the flower pot and everything, and then she put the flowers in between. And to me, it was beautiful. And it's like, I have very different taste in flowers and everything. But part of me was just like, it's simple but beautiful. And that would look really nice as a centerpiece for brunch or something like that. And then even with the one dessert with the ice cream, where she put jam on the bottom and then the ice cream, and then it wasn't the edible flowers. Oh, but then even the edible flowers in the ice. That's like, I tried that one time and I was like, huh, I wonder why. And like, but then when she mentioned boiling the water and everything like that, and I'm like, got it. Got it. Next time I do that, I'm gonna do that too. And oh, there's a flavor, like, that's going to be in one of my recipe books. The recipe, because my main characters in my novels, they have different drinks that I create and everything like that. So now that I learned the trick with the edible flowers, I'm so excited and giddy and everything, because I'm just like, now I know, now I get it. And now that, even with my mistake, or with the unknowledge that I used to have about it, I might be able to even use that in my story, now that I know the problem and what I did wrong. But, and so I don't know, it's just like, I love the education in it. I love the simplicity, and you're it's able to show everyone, people, because some men, I hope, realize guys do this too. Like, some women, it's like, especially if we're working 40 hours or working two, we may need help around the house. It would be nice if you took some time and you put yourself to a point where you show that you you cared about either the appearance or the food, or even with the vegetable and fruit platter. I It's like, I know when I tried to create more smoothies and I was trying to be healthier for both Mr. Lockakey and Mr. No Heart. I don't know why, being healthy means I'm trying to be white or I'm not ghetto enough, because when I dated black men and I would try, like, especially like, okay, with the ice cream, it's like I really want to try it with the strawberry rhubarb like jelly that I get from one of my family members. Oh, it's so good. And actually this summer she said she was gonna teach me. I might be able to go to her house and she might teach me how to make it, or I might invite her. And oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, I might try to make like a little like brunch or lunch or something. I might invite her over to my house and be like, "Yay, it's like teach me." And yeah, and I might have a little thank you gift basket too, because yeah, because like even she had the episode about candles, and I'm doing research for making candles. So I don't know. For me, it's like, I guess in so many ways I needed her show, because especially while dating, a lot of black men say I'm not black enough, or they say I'm a white girl wannabe, or I'm too white, too proper. And then with some white guys, it's like they like it at first, but then they like to hate it, and then they hate to love it, then love to hate it, and it's so confusing, because it's like, what volume of black is suitable for you? And it's like, because there's a lot of people who wish the worst for me. Like with my grad school and getting two masters, like so many people were hoping that I would fail. But then when it came to a white person getting their one of their degrees or whatever, oh my gosh, congratulations. It's like I didn't hear them saying anything negative, or, oh, you're trying to be too white, because they are white. But it's like, as a black woman, I kept being told, you're trying to be too white, too proper. That's not really you. Why are you trying to be someone you're not? Black people aren't smart. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that from black people too. And it's like, especially like when I told you guys, when I taught at the school in the inner city. Oh my God, it's like black teachers with degrees telling me I'm trying to turn my students white because I'm trying to teach them, because it's like I'm hard on them. It's like I'm a bubbly person. It's like, so I'm very bubbly. I was too nice to the students, but I enforced education. I was hard on them when it came to education, and so because I wanted them to see that they had potential and to further their lives and stuff. But even the black teachers at the school telling them, don't listen to that teacher because she's gonna turn you white. What volume of black is suitable for America? What suitable of black is suitable for the white people? Because with love, Meghan seems to me like either they're jealous, or they don't like how it's scripted. And you know what? Remember, like if Martha Stewart was allowed to do it and she made millions and people praised her, and then later on she had her show with Snoop Dogg and things like that. And I kind of saw the gimmick in it and even the irony, because a white rich woman who was in prison, and then you have the African American male rapper and everything like that. So, but it's like, now I need to do research, because I'm like, how much hate did I see and hear about her career and everything she's done and didn't do, and then did. So then she ended up in prison. How much did I hear about her? And then you hear about the other people on like Home and Garden Network and things like that. It's the same feel, same flow, but it's not when it comes to a black princess, a black woman. And also, how do you expect a princess to act? Because remember, when she got married, or before she got married, she had to go through so many lessons of how to dress, what's suitable, what's the. So some people who are saying she's so fake, she's so this, and it's like, remember, she's a princess. And remember, like, 'cause I kept hearing how she had to go through certain lessons and how she had to learn like the etiquette and how to do like A, B, C, and D, and how much it takes. So, like when she's doing her show, she's still a princess. She went through that training. And so that is now in her head. And so, like with her greeting and talking about the lessons and the cooking and the flowers, and it's like, and also like someone was like, she says she doesn't even like baking or she doesn't like this, but she does it. Yeah, sometimes sometimes you show people love by doing things you may not like, but you want to see the smile on that person's face. So sometimes, yeah, it's like you teach yourself how to do some things to make other people happy. And so that was kind of a shocker too when I saw that, because I'm just like, are you serious? And I know I'm going to have another episode when I'm going to talk more about her show, but I love it. And it's not fast paced. I mean, it's nice and casual and it's relaxing, because like I end up doing my physical therapy during it, because it's like I get to do, it's a nice slow pace, and I get to listen to it while I do my painful stretches and everything like that. And it's like and I get to learn different items, which I really want to try this new cookie recipe. And there's one thing she mentioned in that episode, and I'm like, huh. Is it because I want to change the recipe a little bit, because, well, I'm it's a recipe I'm creating myself, and it's one of my characters is going to be making this. But when she mentioned one thing, and I'm like, okay, huh. So, because I know baking is chemistry. And so it's like there's one part of the cookie that I've been having a hard time with. And it's so, like, she mentioned one thing where I'm like, okay, so if I do this instead of that and add this, and maybe half and half. So I might split up the dough and do half and half one way and like one another way, and compare and contrast on like the sweetness and consistency within both doughs and everything like that. So yes, I am a nerd, and that's why I do have the Handicapable Black Nerd channel, which I need to do a lot more episodes. But yeah, uh, I need to finish my novel. But anyway, let me know, what is the proper volume of black for you? It's like, how much can you intake a day? Because it sounds like a lot of people, she's not black enough. And for other people, it sounds like they don't want a black woman to have this front space period, and they're hating on that. So they're like, every little thing she does, they're just like, no, 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 no. But yeah, I'm going to need another episode on this, because I have so many more examples, especially being a light skinned African American woman. A lot of people think I'm mixed. Technically, I mean, I have other nationalities in me, but not the way. So, anyway, this is the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.